Okay, we'll solve some problems on Banker's algorithm. So let us consider the problem. Determine whether the following system is in a safe state by using Banker's algorithm. So in this problem, there are 5 processes given P0 to P4 and that is n is equal to 5. Next, the resource type 3 resource type is given A, B, C, that is m is equal to 3. So this is the n cross m matrix that is 5 cross 3, 5 rows and 3 columns in each data structure. Okay, so there are 3 data structures given: allocation, max and available. So allocation is nothing but the number of instances of each resource type that is allocated to the process, each process. Okay, if I consider process P0, only one instance of resource type B is allocated. If I consider P2, so 3 instances of resource type A and 2 instances of resource type C is allocated. Next one is max. Max is nothing but the maximum number of instances, the instance of each resource type that is required for the process to complete its task. Okay, for process P0 it requires maximum of 7 instances of A, 5 instances of resource type B and 3 instances of resource type C is required for the process P0 to complete its task. Okay, similarly for process P1 requires these many resource types. Okay, next one we have available. So this is a number of instances that is available in the system for each resource type. Okay, so now here the number of allocated resource types are here is given. So for for resource type A, how many instances are allocated? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So 7 instances of A is allocated, 7 instances of resource type A is allocated to the process. Okay, so 7 plus 3 will get 10. So that is the total number of instances of the resource type A. For resource type A, we have 10, it has a 10 instance of resource type A. And next one for B. So now here, how many allocated? 1 plus 1, that is 2 instance of resource type B is allocated. 2 plus the available value, that is 3. So 2 plus 3 will get 5. So the total number of instances in resource type B it is 5. Okay, next for C, how many are allocated here? 2 plus 1, that is 5. 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5. So 5 plus and the available value, that is 2. So 5 plus 2 will get 7. So total 7 number of instances are there in the resource type C. Okay, we'll solve this problem. So here the problem is we need to check whether the system is in a safe state. To find out this one, so for this current state we need to check whether the system is in safe state. To obtain the system is in safe state, we need to find out the safe sequence for the all these 5 process. Okay, we'll solve problems on. Okay, we'll find the solution for this problem. Okay. First we need to find out need value. Need is equal to max minus allocation. Maximum and then allocation, that is so these are the maximum number of instances that is required for the process P0 to complete. Only these many instances are allocated. So now we need to find out need value, that is remaining number of instances that is required for the process to complete its task. Okay, that is max minus allocation. So first we'll consider process, then I'll consider need value, need, and for each resource type, for each process P0. First we'll write P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. Okay, now we need to find out need value of each process. Okay, need is nothing but max minus allocation. What is the maximum number of instances that is allocated for process P0? That is 7, 5, 3, and allocation it is 0, 1, 0. So we need to minus 7 minus 0 will get 7. That is resource type P. Next one, 5 minus 1. So we have maximum for process P0, it requires maximum 5 instance of B, but 1 is allocated, so remaining it is 4. 5 minus 1 it is 4. Okay, 3 minus 0 it is 3. Okay, similarly we need to calculate for the process P1, that is max minus allocation 3 minus 2 will get 1. Next one 2 minus 0 2, and then 2 minus 0 will get 2. Okay, next one for process P2 9 minus 3 will get 6, and then 0 minus 0 will get 0, and 2 minus 2 will get 0. Okay, next for process P3 that is 2 minus 2 will get 0, and 2 minus 1 will get 1, 2 minus 1 will get 1. Okay, next one for last process 4 minus 0 will get 4, and then 3 minus 0 it is 3, and then 3 minus 2 it is 1. 4 3 1. Okay, after this one, after finding the need, we need to apply the safety algorithm. We'll apply safety algorithm. Okay, initially in safety algorithm, first step is we need to assign finish of I is equal to 0, false. Finish of I is equal to false for all the process, that is I is equal to 0 1 2 3 4. For all the 5 process we need to consider finish of I is equal to false, that is so no one finished, no process has finished its task, so that is equal to false. Next one we need to consider work is equal to available. So what is the available value? Available is nothing but 332. Work is nothing but available. So I'll write here after need work, current work. Okay, this is equal to now 332. Okay, I'll write here 332. Okay, next after this one, second step. So we need to check for each process whether it is completed task. If finish of I is equal to false, so which is not completed, that process we need to consider. So initially all the for all the process finish of I is equal to false, first we'll consider process P0. First we'll consider process P0, that is finish of 0, it is equal to false. Then work is equal to available. So now what we need to do is we need to check the two conditions. So now here finish of first we'll consider for process P0. For process P0. Okay, now we need to check one condition, that is need of need of this one, whether it is less than or equal to work. What the need value for the process P0? It is 743. 743, whether it is less than or equal to work, that is 332. Okay, let's compare whether 7 is less than 3. No. So the condition is false. Now P0 is not finished its task. Okay, next we'll consider for process P1. Next we'll consider process P1 until the condition satisfied. So we'll go to the process same steps. Okay, process P1. So process P1 is also not completed. So we'll consider need. We'll compare the need value. Need is whether is less than or equal to work. What is the need of process P1? It is 122. So 122, whether it is less than or equal to work, that is 332. See here, 1 is less than 3, 2 is less than 2, 2 is equal to 2, and 2 is equal to 2. So this condition is true. Okay, next we can write here it is finish of I is equal to finish of 1, that is equal to true, and next we need to calculate the work is equal to work plus allocation. Now what is the work value? So work is nothing but 332, current work, plus and then allocation of the process P1. So what is the allocation of the process P1? That is 200. So you'll get answer is 3 plus 2 will get 5, then 3 plus 0 will get 3, and then 2 plus 0 will get 2. So 5 3. This is the current work. So work is equal, now it is updated, that is 5, 3, 2. Okay, next we need to consider this work. Okay. After P1, so next we need to consider the process P2. Next we'll consider process P2. Okay, for the process P2, again we have to check, so P2 is not completed, we need to check the need value and the work value. So whether need is less than or equal to work. What is the need value here? For the process P2 it is 600. 600, whether it is less than or equal to work. What is the current work now? 532. Now it is updated 532. So we need to compare whether 6 is less than 5. No, the condition is false. Next we'll consider process P3. So in process P3, again you need to check whether need is less than or equal to work. What is the need of this process P3? It is 011. 011, whether it is less than or equal to 532. Okay, 0 is less than 5. Yes. Next 1 is less than 3. Yes. 1 is less than 2. Yes. The condition is true. Then I'll write finish of 3 eta is equal to true. Okay. Next we need to update the work value, because P3 is selected, and okay, work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the work value here? 532 plus allocation of process P3. What is allocation of process P3? It is 211. 211. So it is equal to 5 plus 2 will get 7, 3 plus 1 will get 4, and 2 plus 1 will get 3. So now this is the current work. So now this is updated. Now it is 7, 4, 3. Okay. Next. Now P3 is selected. Next we'll consider P4. So P4 is not completed. So in process P4, so again we need to compare the need value, that is 431, whether it is less than 743. 431, whether it is less than or equal to work. Now current work is 743. 743. Okay. So 4 is less than 7, 3 is less than 4, and 1 is less than or equal to 3. Okay. This condition is true. Next we can write finish of 4th process is equal to true. Okay. Next we need to update the work value. So work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the current work now? 743. 743 plus allocation of process P4, that is 002. It is equal to 7 plus 0 will get 7, 4 plus 0 will get 4, and then 3 plus 2 will get 5. Okay, now work is updated. Now it is 745. Okay, now till here we have solved P4. Now again we need to check which process is not completed task. So now here P1 is completed, next P2, and then P4. Next remaining is only P0 and P2. P2 is remaining. Okay. So we need to write the safe sequence. We'll write later. Okay. Next we'll consider P0. Process P0. Again we'll consider process P0. It's not completed. Okay. Now again we need to check the need value. What is the need value of the process P0? It is 743. Whether 743, whether it is less than or equal to. Now what is the current work? 745. 745. So 7 is equal to 7, 4 is equal to 4, and then 3 is less than or equal to less than 5. Okay. The condition is true. Then again we write finish of 0, it is equal to true. Next we'll update the work value. Work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the work now? Current work 745. 745 plus allocation of process P0. What is the allocation of process P0? It is 0, 1, 0. So we'll get 7. 7 plus 0, 7. 4 plus 1, 5. Then 5 plus 0 will get 5. Okay, now this is the current work. Now this is updated 745, it is updated to 755. Okay, now remaining is only one process, P1. P1 is not completed. P2 is not completed. So next we'll consider the process P2. Okay, again we have to check the need value, that is 600. Whether 600 is less than or equal to the current work, that is 755. Okay, 60 is less than or equal to 745, that is 6 is less than 7, 0 is less than 5 and 0 is less than 5. The condition is true. Then you can write finish of process P2, it is equal to true. Okay, now we need to update the work value. So work is equal to work plus allocation. What's the current work now? 755 plus for the process P2, what is the allocation? 302. Now it is equal to, so 7 plus 3 will get 10. Then 5 plus 0, 5, and 5 plus 2 is equal to 7. Okay, now this is a work of the process P2. So now we have completed with all the process. Now we will write the safe sequence. All the process completed task. So then we can write the safe sequence. That is, which one is completed, which one got the resource first? P1. Next one we have process P3. Next one we have process P4. Next after P4, P0 and then P2. So this is a safe sequence. If the system, if we get the safe sequence, then you can write the system is in safe state. Okay, the system is in the following, the system is in a safe state because the safe sequence P1, P3, P4, P0, P2 has satisfied the criteria. Satisfy the given criteria. Okay, now we got the safe sequence. All the process got the resources. Then we can say that system is in a safe state. Okay, the next problem is, if a request for process P110 arrives, can be granted immediately. There is a request from process P1. So when there is a request from any process, now here system has to check, that is it has to apply safety algorithm to check if I give permission for this process P1, whether my system will go to the safe state. Suppose if the system will go to the safe state, then the request for process P1 is granted. Okay, now we'll solve problems on this one, how the request can be granted here. So before going to safety algorithm, first we need to apply the, so this is a request from the process P1, we need to apply the resource request algorithm. So first we'll apply resource request algorithm. So in this resource request algorithm, there is two conditions we need to check. First one is that whether request is less than or equal to need. What is the request here? 102. So whether it is less than or equal to need, what is the need value for this process P1? It is 122. Yes, obviously it is less than or equal to 122. So 1 is equal to 1, 0 is less than 2 and 2 is equal to 2. So the condition is true. Next, after this condition is satisfied, next we need to check next condition, whether request, whether it is less than or equal to available. What is the request? 102, whether it is less than or equal to available value. So don't consider this one updated. We need to check this one only because we are applying for the current snapshot of the system. So 332. So 1 is less than 3, yes. Then 0 is less than 3, correct. Next one 2 is less than 2 is equal to 2. So condition is true. Okay. Now after these two condition is satisfied, next we need to modify the state. Modify the state. Okay. And now here first we need to find out available is equal to available minus request. What is the available value? Available is nothing but 332. So 332 minus the request value, that is 102. So 3 minus 1 will get 2, 3 minus 0 will get 3, and then 2 minus 2 will get 0. Now this is the available value. Okay. Next one we'll see allocation. So allocation of process P1, that is allocation plus request. Okay, what is the allocation value for this one? Process P1, it is 200. 200 plus request, that is 102. You get 2 plus 1 will get 2. So 0. 0 plus 2 will get 2. So this is 302. Okay, next one we need to calculate the need value. So need is equal to need minus request. What is the need value? Need for the process P1, it is 122. 122 minus the request, that is 102. So 1 minus 1 will get 0. 2 minus 0 will get 2. And then 2 minus 2 will get 0. Okay. Now for the process P1, the allocation and need value is changed. Now available is changed to 230. The previous it was 332. Now it is changed to 230. So now we'll update the state. So I'll write process. Then we need to write available. So in that 3 resource type A, B, C. Okay, next one I'll write max A, B, C. Then even available. Sorry, this is allocation. This is available. Okay, A, B, C. Now process P0, P1, P2, P3, P4. Now what is the value for this one? Allocation value for process P1, it is 0, 1, 0. And for process P1, now it is changed. For process P1, it is 302. Don't write this one 200. Now it is updated to 302 because there is a request from process P1. Okay, next for P2, P3, P4, it is same 302, 211, 002. 302, 211 and 002. Okay, next for max will be same 753, 322, 902, 222 and then 433. Okay, next we need to find out available value. What is available now? Available is now 230. Okay, next I'll write need here. So now need value of process P1 is changed. What is the need value for process P0? It is 743. Now for process P1, now it is changed 020. And process P2, P3, P4, it is same 600, 011 and last one it is 431. Okay, now the resource state or resource allocation state of the process is changed now. Okay, that is need. Okay, next we need to find out. Next, after this one, we need to apply the safety algorithm. Safety algorithm. So in the safety algorithm, again we need to in the first step we need to consider finish of I is equal to false for all I is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, next we need to consider work is nothing but available. Oh, now what is the available value? I'll consider here work. Work is now changed to available, that is 2, 3, 0. Now work is now 2, 3, 0. Okay, now we'll consider for process P1 in second step, process P0. So for process P0, first we need to check whether need is less than or equal to work. Need is less than or equal to work. What is the need value for this process P0? It is 743. 743, whether it is less than or equal to work. That is 2, 2, 3, 0. Whether 7 is less than or equal to 2? No. The condition is false. For P0 resource is not allocated. Next, consider P1. Again, you need to check the condition whether need is less than or equal to work. Okay, what is the need value for the process P1? It is 0, 2, 0. 0, 2, 0. Whether it is less than or equal to 2, 3, 0. Yes, obviously it is less than or equal to 2, 3, 0. So 0 is less than 2, 2 is less than or equal to 3, and 0 is equal to 0. So this condition is true. Then you can write finish of 1 is equal to true. Then you can write work is equal to work plus allocation. Now what is the current work now? 230 plus allocation. Allocation of process P1, that is 302. So you'll get 2 plus 3, 5. So 3 plus 0, 3. 0 plus 2 will get 532. So now this is the updated value. So work is updated now, that is 532. Okay, next we'll consider process P2. Now process P2, again we need to check need value, whether need is less than or equal to work. What is the need value for process P2? It is 600. 600, whether it is less than or equal to work. Work is now it is changed, updated to 532. Whether 6 is less than 5? No, condition is false. Next we'll check for the process P3. Okay, next we'll consider process P3. For the process P3, we need to check again need value. So whether need is less than or equal to work. What is the need value for process P3? It is 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1. Whether it is less than or equal to work. What is the work? 532. Yes, so 0 is, so it is less than or equal to work. So next we can write finish of 3. It is equal to true. Okay, next we need to update the work value. So work plus allocation. What is the work value? That is 532 plus allocation of process P3. What is allocation of process P3? Is 211. 2, 1. So 5 plus 2 will get 7. 3 plus 1 will get 4. And then 2 plus 1 will get 3. So 7, 4, 3. Next we'll consider now the work is updated now. It is equal to now 7, 4, 3. Okay, next we'll consider process P4. So for process P4, again we need to check the condition. What is the need value for process P1? It is 431. 431, whether it is less than or equal to work. So what is the work value now? It is updated now 743. 743. So whether it is less than or equal to this one. So 4 is less than 7, 3 is less than 4 and 1 is less than 3. The condition is true. Next you can write finish of, that is 4 is equal to true. Then we'll update the work value. Work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the work value? So work is 743 plus allocation value. What is allocation of process P4? It is 002. Okay, you'll get answer. It is 7 plus 0 7, 4 plus 0 4 and 3 plus 2 it is 745. So 745 will get. So now work is updated now 745. Okay, next we need to start with again which process is not completed. So P0 is not completed, P1 is completed, P2 is not completed, P3 is completed and then P4. So next we remaining is only P0 and P2. So next again we'll consider process P2, P0. What is the need value? So need value for the process P1 it is 743. Whether it is less than or equal to work. What is the work value now? 745. Whether it is less than or equal to this one, 7 is equal to 7, 4 is equal to 7 and 3 is less than 5. The condition is true. Then you can write finish of which value? 0. It is equal to true. Okay, next we need to update the work value. So work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the work value now? 745 plus allocation of process P0, that is 010. So 7 plus 0 will get 7, 4 plus 1 will get 5 and then 5. Okay, now we'll update this value, available value, that is 755. Okay, now it is updated 755. Then after this one, okay, 755. Okay, next we need to consider, I'll write here process P2 is not completed. Next again we'll check the need value. What is the need value for the process P2? It is 600. Whether it is less than or equal to work value, that is 755. So it is less than or equal to so work is less than or equal to need value. So then you can write finish of 2 is equal to true. Then you can update the work value. So work is equal to work plus allocation. What is the current work now? 755 plus allocation of this process P2. What is the allocation of process P2? 302. Okay, he'll write 7 plus 3 will get 10, 5 plus 0 will get 5 and then 5 plus 2 will get 7. Now this is the updated value, 10, 5, 7. So after completion of all the process, now we'll get the 10, 5, 7. So we have 10 instance of process resource type A and 5 instance of resource type B and then 7 instance of resource type C. Okay, now we'll see the save sequence. So now what is the save sequence we got? So save sequence will write save sequence. Okay, so which one is completed first here? P1 is completed first. Next after this P1, P3. Next P4. Next one is P0. Next again P1. So now this is a save sequence. So we got the save sequence for the request for the request from the process P1 102. If there is a request from process P1, then you got the save sequence like this. If you get the save sequence, then you can write this the request for process P1 is granted, because the system is in a safe state, right? After save sequence, right, system is in safe state, so that request for the process P1 102 is granted immediately.